And to make the matter worse, the people who are sabotaging this very struggle and, of course, the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu are the people who actually walked very close to him, very, very close with him when he was outside. And today, they have made it very, very clear that they do no longer enjoy the life of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, that they do no longer find it comfortable to wake up in the morning and see that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is still alive. So that is a very important case that we shall be treating during the course of this very broadcast. But before then, let us touch briefly, just briefly, on the issue of this very Wambanshin in Enugu State. We need to touch it. Something has to be done because you all have seen that the system of our PM is problematic. So he is, or he was unable to, do justice properly on that very issue. So, but since we are here, let us touch it a little bit before we delve into the main issue at hand. Because the main issue at hand is the sabotage against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And of course, this very sabotage is coming from insiders who we have actually expelled from this very movement. So before we continue, let me welcome my beloved brother, Mazi Pastor Vam Vam Vam. Please, you are welcome. Say hello to Biafrans.
Thank you, comrades. Thank you, my fellow comrades on the platform. Biafra Unite, I appreciate you. Thank you for giving us the opportunity to join you on the platform today. Chooks Survivor, one name okay, I greet you. Thank you. Mwada Diorama Isbowada, you are doing well, and I appreciate you, and I'm so blessed to be on the same platform with you today. Fellow Biafrans, lovers of freedom, we are back to do what we know how to do best, to continue this radical awareness. Our Prime Minister said it has moved to a higher level at which we are following suit. And I'm happy to be here tonight to continue to shine the light that we are meant to shine to restore the kingdom of heaven on earth. Thank you so much. We'll continue together. Thank you.
All right, you are welcome. That's great. Right now, I want to bring the statement emanating from Enugu, credited to the Wambanshin who paraded himself today as the governor of Enugu State. After casting vote of no confidence on these criminals, they have been running helter-skelter in disgrace, because it's quite unfortunate right now that these people have lost it all. They have lost the control of Biafrans. They have lost the control of the land. They have lost even the legitimacy to stand and speak to the people as the political leaders in Biafran land, because nobody listens to them. So therefore, instead of them to retire and resign, they keep on parading themselves as political leaders and elites in Biafra territory. And today, after this evil man was properly ashamed on Monday, this very week, Monday, he refused to accept defeat. He has refused to accept defeat. And today, We now have it on our own disposal, at our own disposal, that he is now gathering the people they called stakeholders in order to find a way to silence Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in Enugu State. Because I want to make this very, very categorically clear that any day which they can never ever succeed or survive, but any day these evil men and women who parade themselves in our land as politicians succeed in stopping sit at home, just give it only but 1 month, nobody will speak about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu again in the entire zoological republic. Not just in Biafran land, but in the entire zoological republic of Animal Kingdom, Nigeria, nobody will talk about Mazi. What are you using to remember Mazi Nnamdi Kanu as he stands right now? What are you using to let the government know that we still know that you are holding our own, that we want him out of that place? If it's not the sit at home, what else are we doing to let the world know that yes, we cannot, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu can never be forgotten in the DSS custody? So this is a question that Biafran people must ask and answer to themselves and make sure that nothing comes between Biafran people and this very sit at home, or else you have to say bye-bye to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That man you are singing, Mazi Nnamdi, holy, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is another savior. You will forget him within a twinkling of an eye. So let me read first while we dissect it. Enugu Governor Mba invites school, business, transport leaders to meeting to affirm Monday sit-at-home cancellation. Now, it is now quite open to the world that the man does not want to accept defeat. So, Mazi Chuk survival, does it mean that this very man is trying to push further to see if there's any way or somehow he can succeed in stopping the sit at home, in not just stopping the sit at home, in silencing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, in silencing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in Enugu State? And once that is done in Enugu State, other states will follow suit. So do you think that somehow this very man, does it mean that he doesn't want to give up as quick as possible, or he still want to try more, believing that somehow he can succeed in silencing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu?
Thank you so much, my beloved brother, Biafra Unite. Coming to your question that you asked, everyone can see that this is the fight of a dying horse. They will never go without a fight. And the most happiest thing we can see, when you see the nature of things that is happening now, they are things that have never happened in the past. Formerly, their anthem has always been to sit in their office and give order, and people will begin to be afraid of them and carry out their order. But today, it is not like that. Today, he's calling stakeholders, holding meeting, and coming to the field himself. That is to show that we are actually getting them and hitting them where we are supposed to hit them. From the way they are acting and the way they are reacting, the whole world know that these people have lost legitimacy, and the Biafran people are not with them. It is very clear. The vote of no confidence that was cast on these politicians is very, very effective. They have lied to our people for a very long time. We have been lied to for a very long time. Our people have been dying for a very long time, pretending for a very long time, not minding what is happening for a very long time. But this time around, every Biafran have gotten it up to the neck, and nobody is ready to take their shit anymore. Whatever they are doing today is just the fight of a dying horse, and they have lost it and they will lose it. Whatever this man is doing today, he himself knows that the Biafran people are not listening to him. Neither is he going to win the heart of anybody. Neither is he going to win the fight. But as usual, they will never go without a fight. These people and this man who is talking about, these were the people who were around during the period of their useless election that they just conducted. They know how many Biafrans that lost their life for no reason. Biafrans lost their life, lost their properties, lost their livelihood for no just cause. None of these governors, none of the politicians came out to make a case for them. Not even an apology to the Biafrans that lost their life because of their useless election. More especially in Lagos State, where people committed no crime. Just because some people decided to join them and do whatever they say they should do, in that their so-called one Nigeria, they lost their life. Nobody came to say sorry, no apology. And you think that Biafrans, after seeing what have transpired within this election period, that they will still sit back and continue to swallow all their shit? It cannot happen. We have been waiting for this moment for a very long time. And I thank you, that our supreme leader, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, prepared us on time. He began to cry on time. And when the time was always right, the Prime Minister came on board, Mazen Simon Ekpa. And he is standing firm and standing strong, unshaken. And the message is getting to them direct. They are getting the message. That is why you see the way they are reacting. Every single statement that's been made by the Prime Minister, they don't take it lightly. They walk and walk and walk and overwork themselves to see that they can change the mind of Biafran people. But Biafran people have made up their mind. If anybody who doesn't believe that Biafrans are ready to go, if you don't believe now, that means you are deceiving yourself. And they know it, they can see it clearly, that the Biafrans are on their way out. Whatever they are doing today is just like the fight of the dying horse, and they are going to go down. The man will go down. He knows very well that he wasn't chosen by the people, just as our Prime Minister has reminded us. How many people chose him? How many people voted for him? Enugu State in particular have rejected him in the last week, and whatever he is putting in place this Saturday against Monday, he is going to see the worst. Biafrans are ready to go home, and we must go, no matter what they do. The coast is clear for us to go home. And no man born of a woman can change the mind of the Biafran, because every Biafran have made up their mind to walk away from the zoo. We are on exit, and no man shall stop it. Thank you, my brother.
All right, thank you. Biafrans are ready to go home, and the world can see that. I don't know if other comrades who have just joined the studio are ready to speak. I would want to welcome Mazi Akbarawa Soni, our information minister. Please unmute yourself and say hello to Biafrans.
Let us say compliment of the season to the Fulani slave, Peter, whether Mba or Uba or Lutego or Lavago, because it is compliment of the season. Why? Because every of the Efulefu governors that comes into power, they want to see of their muscles on Biafra and sit at home of Mazen Nnamdi. So super greetings to my comrades in the house. I can say Adadi Rama, I can say 247, I can say Biagili, Biafuru, I can say Chuk Survival, I can say Vam Vam Vam, I can say Biafra Unite, and many of you that are on the comment section and sharing and hitting the like button and making our news, because they call it news, making our awareness and our voices to go far and wide. Kudos to you all, because without you all, we wouldn't have gone to anywhere. So to the Biafran people, they will for making the world and one Nigerian governors to understand that we had sent them packing on the 29th. And since then, they have become lifeless. That is why they are now going to any place that they think they could be able to garner relevance and to come back to their senses. So I welcome you all. And as I've just entered, I wait until I'm given the mic to speak. Thank you, Mazi.
All right, thank you. That's great. Our information minister, Akbarawa Soni. I don't know if Just Real, Mazugo, are you there? Can you unmute yourself and say hello to Biafrans while we move? All right, we move to Obiageli. Wada Obiageli, please, if you are there, kindly say hello to Biafrans. All right. Adade Olamma, you were here when our PM was, speaking. And he made some important comments. Do you think that what our PM said to that man called Mba is something that anybody can joke with?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, Wada Obiageli, yes, I can hear you. Okay, just welcome yourself. Say hello to Biafrans while we move.
Biafrans and lovers of freedom, I can see everybody. Thank you for keeping the fire burning. Thank you. I am Obi Ada Biafra from Chicago. Make sure you share this broadcast. Very important. We must go home. Thank you.
All right, thank you. I come back to Adade Olamma. The question I ask you, our PM's comment concerning this issue, how do you take it? How do you see, what do you have to tell Biafrans? Because is this something that we have to be very, very, serious about? Or do they think it's going to be a joke?
Yes, because Biafrans,
go ahead.
For if our Prime Minister could this evening, Biafrans, Biafra, Mando no Enugu State, Mando no Biafra land. Our Prime Minister could this evening will maka gini KGJ unasna no ko ni onesiwe because ona memes as no ko sieku une this one no ko sieku because if oji dey ko na our Prime Minister akucho o obodo akwa ko siwe ku e o ocholo ekwafo bana ocholo ko bana umunna ekwafo mana nwe ka esi we challenge gide mmadu onye ahụ eme if Oji warrior, I'm happy this evening. Ezeoku Kanna Wago for our speech, our Prime Minister, and then very, very happy. Even the way they're happy because no tene, these people know why you. Number one, all these people as na chai on KGI way body because all of this man and I omba Biafrans, not even especially women in Enugu State. Oyele hebido like this. Oyele hebido too. So who goes to go to Enugu State that no one if Oji for our lepon? And who goes to go to Enugu State near for them? Before be for those zoo. Oji webia. So any amount of Enugu State or one dabinana as no obasaya because of there for them. Then if this man Ana bomba Joso Banyesiafu. Amado Mumboba, Amado Nande Enugu State change and Amado na Atro have vote me. I was then when a new governor had a surprise. So nyewe no we feel that na wono onye mu ya no wono onye ma na obata so nyewe we cho isi otu a were bata iji gosi ndị Enugu steeti na anụ ya iji wee lee ugwu nyanwa na ugwu ụmụnne ya. So ana m ayọ ndị Enugu steeti, ndị Igbo niile, Biafra niile, unu eji n'okwu our prime minister kwuru today unu eji na-egwu egwu. Onye unu eji ya eji egwu egwu na onye nwụrụ bịa ochekigodo ndụ ya nwa na onwe. Onye nwụrụ bịa ochekie ndụ ya. Onye nwụrụ bịa ochekie family ya. Ihe protect onwe gị, protect family gị before ị na-ege ntị ife onye ọzọ na-ekwu. Because onye ọ na-enye gị command, onwe na family ekwugo m ihe a before. This man na-enye this command, this mba, ife na-akpa udere na-eri ozu. Na-enye this command. Enwere nwanne ya nwoke nọ na street. Onwere nwanne ya nwaanyị nọ na street. Onwere ụmụnne ya nọ na street. Every sit at home, Monday sit at home. This man na-agwa family ha niile onye apụtakwa n'ilo. Nyawa na onwe na-respect sit at home. Family na-respect sit at home. Why o ji chozi ji ọbara ụmụnne wee chụọ aja? So ihe ma aghọtaghọ. Because onwe na iruo na Enugu steeti mbọsị ahụ, this man a na-akpọ mba aya eje n'ọfịs eda ide. Onye anọ na bie na command, any command ọ nọ na-enye na bie ka ọ nọ na command means that no respect that is sit at home. Why o ji chozi ichipụta ụmụazị be anyị ka egbuchasị ha na nkịtị na and ha nwa ndị uzu ndị ya egbukwa ụmụazị be anyị. Because ọnwụ na this man na-etinye law si na no more sit at home. Olu mbọsị ahụ ọ chịpụta family egodu were ndị family enye example. There's nothing like sit at home. I say okay, yes, na odugo ya na ojigo onwe maat. Because ọnwụ na esi na ife na-atọ ụtọ ikwu ka o si atọ, igosi ka o si atọ, mana ka nwa na nwoke ya egosi ka o si atọ. Ihe nọ na bego na-eji ọda kwa ni respect that na iji enye ọda. When you ginger pụta that day kparịa n'iro without security. We go see Biafra, there's nothing like sit at home again. And ndị na-blame kwa na this thing ndị ụchụ a na-eji alụ ọnụ ọjọọ because now ndị onye ejikwa wee lụkwa ọnụ ọjọọ ahụ ọ chelatara ndị polisi chelata ndị amị onye ndị na-eso ndị polisi onye ndị na-eso ndị amị ọkwa ndị be anyị ụkwa ndị na-eso ha na-ejegharịkwa na-egosikwa ihe niile na-emekwa ka ihe niile na-aga. Onye ndị ya anwụ ụmụ ogbe ndị amali ife ọha nwa ya anwụ nwa ha nwekwa ozu ha ya adabi na main road. So mụnwa na yo Biafra biko anyị kwesịna mgbe anyị ya ama ife, anyị ekwesịna mgbe anyị ya ama that na these people na-akpọ gọvanọ ihe niile asị na ha na-achị anyị enwere nke fụrụ anyị n'anya. Agwa this man a na-akpọ udere na-eri ozu ya na afa ya na banyide mba ya mana ama na ọwụwa onye izizi ọwụwa onye ibuo nke onye adịwụrụ onye ịtọ gaghị awụ onye ikpeazụ. Mana ọ na nke ka onye metụta na nke kasị ahụ na nke ka ya esuzi na foot stop na nke ya nweka ejizi put everything to stop. Sọlụ udo merie ka Sọlụ udo mechara ike ife ogbenụ o mechakwuru gbanwo na nwoke asị onye abịazụmọla ya ha akwụghị ụgwọ ọnwa. Gịnị mee onye chara ma bankị iwu bankị emepeghị na ya emechi dị bankị. Gịnị mee ka Sọlụ udo gbagidere nnekọnni ọda gọvanọs melie ọkwa ike gwụrụ ha hope ụzọ dị mma everybody.
All right, thank you.
Ụmụ Chineke, thank you. O biko yisi unu ewe n'iwe.
Thank you, Dodrigi. I'm a Nobia. Now, because of time and we still have something very, very important to treat, I will appreciate us to utilize only but 3 minutes to make our input, and then of course we go into another topic. Right now, moving forward, let me welcome my brother 55 Vision. Mazong Biko, please say hello to Biafrans while we move.
Yeah, thank you, my fellow comrades. Adade Olama, Obe, thank you, True Survivor. ikuku n'onwe ya, Abarawa, Vam Vam Vam, Abarawa, everybody, 247. I greet everyone. I greet our leader. I greet our prime minister, who know the man who know the way. Thank you, all lovers of freedom. We are 555 Vision. We came to serve you, to deliver the message, trying to let you know the importance of sitting at home. And the Mba of Enugu State cannot do anything. All we want is freedom. Thank you.
Thank you. God bless you. Vam Vam Vam, are you there? Can I ask you your own question? Are you there? All right, let me say it. You were here when our PM was online and you heard everything he said. There's a particular word he said that on Monday, there shall be sit at home. And if we hear that somehow somebody was either kidnapped or killed by this one Banshee in Enugu State, Naya Banyekeli or film. What do you have to say about that? Naya Banyeli or film. Please, I want you to touch on that because it's very important. That word has to go viral.
Yeah, thank you very much, Biafra Unite, my brother. You know, our prime minister, he doesn't say what he doesn't mean. He always mean what he says. And that's why Biafrans are taking him very serious. Biafrans understand that he means well for them. Biafrans understand that he is actually, you know, a duplicate of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And the way they respect Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the same way they respect him. That is why you see all the propaganda that even though they deny that the sit at home is not working, at the same time, they have tried everything they could to stop sit at home. The last propaganda now is to lie and say, Simon Ekpa have cancelled sit at home. You know, I thought they said the sit at home is not working. Now they are saying, Simon Ekpa have cancelled sit at home. You know, the truth remains that Mazi Simon Ekpa means well for Biafrans. And then when he says, Agabere have him, he knows what it means. Mazi Simon Ekpa doesn't threaten Biafrans. The threat is to the zoo elements, the zoo Janjaweed terrorist government army in Biafra land. And when he says Agabere have him, he means it to the letter. Agabere have him. Agabere have him, we're going to show them that when we want to defend Biafrans, we defend them with everything we've got. Because Biafrans will be sitting at home. And everything they will want to play out on the streets or in the bushes or in the corners of Biafra land, we are capable of showing them what we are, you know, we are equipped with. Because we are armed to the teeth. And when we are armed to the teeth, it means that we are ready to protect Biafrans. And to protect Biafrans, we will do. And that's the business our prime minister knows how to do very well. And he will make sure he does it. So Biafrans, you understand that the prime minister of Biafra Republic government in exile means well for you. Whenever he says sit at home, it is for your own good. Sit at home. Let them come out and do their bubu yaya. We will show them. Thank you very much, Biafra Unite. I rest my mic here.
Thank you. That's great. We are armed to the teeth. I love that word. And of course, our PM does not threaten Biafrans. When he made that comment, he directed to the zoo and those who will come to kidnap and kill innocent Biafrans, which Wambanshi, Peter Wambanshi, is now leading the race in Enugu State. So it is very clear that the film, for real. But this movie will be directed to those in Janjaweed military uniform who will come to kill innocent Biafran youths in Biafra land, especially in Enugu State. Thank you for that. I don't know if Mazi Sonny is here. Okay, you are here. I want to, in conclusion to this very topic, because we want to head straight to dissect the, or should I say, to expose and help the frustrated criminals that we all chased away from this very struggle. We are going to help them to show them the way to the abyss this very evening. So, but before we delve into that, in conclusion to this very matter of Wambanshi in Enugu State, if you take a look at the screen right now, you will see that this is latest development. Enugu State Governor Mbanshi invites school, business, transport leaders to meeting to affirm Monday sit-at-home cancellation. So, my comrade, Mazi Akbarawasoni, what do you have to tell these so-called stakeholders that have been invited to this very school, to this very meeting? Maybe I can show you the people in question. Yes, I wish we had time to deal on this, to dissect this properly. But because our Prime Minister has already done something about it, we don't have to kill all our time on this. And the message has been sent. Now look at the people who have been invited to this shameful meeting. So when you are talking, you must talk about them and send your message to them. And this is going to be the final, submission to this. Leaders of the clergy, CAN, PFN, bishops, and the imams, which are the most problematic elements we face in Africa today, not just in Biafra land, in Africa today. The most idiotic and problematic people we face today in Africa are these names that I have highlighted here. Leaders of clergy. These are the people that the politicians have pocketed, giving them stipends, giving them money, and they come to pulpit and deceive the gullible youths of Africa, especially those youths here in the zoo. These people have been completely disgraced, destroyed, and they have been, I don't know, how do I put it? They have changed their brain to, they removed their human brain and gave them the brain of a fowl. So I don't know the problem. Now, these people have been invited by Wambanshi, who is fighting to silence Mazinam Dekano in Enugu State. And not only them, there are other people, Enugu State traditional rulers, who are also a thorn to our flesh. Traditional rulers. After these clergymen, the next dangerous people in our midst are the traditional rulers. Now, traditional rulers council, leaders of civil society organizations, leaders of transport unions, heads of banks and other financial institutions, heads of security and intelligence agencies, state leaders of neighborhood watch / forest guard groups, vice chancellors, rectors, and provosts of tertiary institutions, leaders of association of proprietors of private schools, representatives of the NUT, Nigeria Union of Teachers, ANCOPs, heads of radio / television and other media organizations, student unions, leaders in tertiary institutions, leaders of NURTW, RTEAN, and Tricycle Riders Association. So these are now the people that have been invited by this man. Mazi Sonny, in conclusion to this very issue, what do you have to tell them? Because they will be coming to the meeting by Saturday, which is tomorrow. Please go ahead.
Thank you, Biafra Unite. And thank you to all Biafrans once again. When I came into the studio, I said, season greetings to or Peter or Lutago or Alabago or Fulani slave. Why? Because To every of these stooges and Fulani slaves that are selected into power, when they come into power, the first thing they want to do, being their season, that's why I said season's greetings to them, being their season and time, they have to make use of Biafra to gain relevance. They have to make use of Biafra to be able to garner power in the hands of the Fulani terrorists. Biafra Unite, when you read that write-up, and then you started enunciating the people that Mba went to go and meet, the first people on the list were the CAN of Nigeria. Let me take Biafran's mind back, because recently I have received messages and audios who say that they are pastors, and they are telling us that these days that we fire and attack pastors so much. And that when we fire them, that is to make their followers to start deviating from having their focus on Biafra. Say, chai, what the white man did is actually working in the brains of a man. Biafra Unite, please, I beg, no vex. This is your logo. This Biafra Unite TV channel logo. It big well, and he cover person wasted on there. They know they see him face. No vex. If you can bring down that logo.
I know if you touchable, because this one automatic. Continue. I go see. Let me see what I can do about it.
Okay. So when Christian religion was brought to Africa, when the missionaries were sent down from Belgium to come down to Africa, the primary objective was to go and start from the churches. Why? Because they understand that this is where the mindset of the masses are Calvinized. So they said, go to the churches. As you go, we understand quite well that they have, and then they know God, and they worship this their God, and they hold it so dear. And it is the Almighty God. They have their own way of worshiping it. And they also use their fetish powers, their traditional powers, to back up their worship. They know what is good and what is bad. They use this traditional power to even fight us in war and conquer us. And it makes it difficult for us to conquer them for years. So as you go in now with the Christian religion that you're going to go and preach to them, make sure you make them to understand that this Christian religion, their own traditional religion of worship which they have. Make them to understand that the Christian religion is superior, which we have brought, and the way we have packaged it for them. Then their own tradition, fetish and devilish, these are the same people as they were preaching this to you. They are taking your resources away. They are tying your hands to take you as slaves and go to Europe, America, UK. The same people that said, we are teaching you to pray in the name of God, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, are the people that aided and supervised the genocide and the massacre of over 6 million children. They gave them instruction, line them up, the male children 4 and above age, line them up in all over Biafra land and fire them, shoot them to pieces. When you hear that our little children of age 4 upward were lined up and then fired, as far as you are a male, the idea did not come from my village. The idea came from Britain, European, American, all this world health that advises. So why is it that Uba wanted to start, Uba had to go and start from the Christian Association of Nigeria? That is where I'm connecting the dots, because that is the weak point. That is the weakest point that the colonialists have used to enter our brains and to weaken our resolves in everything that we want to do. When you listen to the speech of Erufai and the reactions of the Christian Association of Nigeria, you listen, you hear something. Oh, during Erufai's time, Erufai constructed roads only in the fully dominance of the Muslims. He did not do what construct any road in the side that are dominated by Christians. And then a Christian Association of Nigeria opened his mouth and says, no, this is just a way of him doing something to garner name for himself. He cannot open his mouth to tell the audience the truth, that this is full jihad. During the elections, you had mosque, you had imams in the mosque, teaching and educating the faith that what they need is what? Muslim ticket that is equals to jihad. And that everyone in the mosque should preach this gospel all over the entirety of Nigeria. But did you hear any Christian church preach same? No. Because you want to claim holy, holy. Somebody was preparing knife to cut your head. That is when you say we should open Bible and then sing praises and start calling holy, holy. When the same Bible you carry says there's time for everything. A time to laugh and a time to frown. A time to carry weapon and a time to keep it. A time and then a time to use the physical weapon. So they had to go all the way by starting from the Christian Association of Nigeria unit, because from there they would decentralize it into all the churches. And then all the churches now will now be preaching no sit at home. Now don't fail. So to the pastors and the bishops that are sending us messages that we are attacking people, we are not attacking you people. We are telling you that in the mosque, that imams are preaching and telling their followers that they should file their knife, prepare their grenades, prepare their AK-47, and then come for the conquest. Cut your head off, that Nigeria is for them. What are you preaching to the congregation? What are you telling them? When we are telling you that you should be preaching to the congregation that for us to get freedom, we must make disobedience. Whether or anyone that we bring to the table, you must adhere to it. Are you preaching same to the congregation? When the imams are preaching the Fulani jihad to them in the mosque, you as a pastor, are you preaching the same thing for freedom in your own church? No, you're not preaching. You're coming to tell us that we're attacking you. Your foolishness will continue because you don't want to hear the truth. Fulani are filing their knife every day to cut your head off. So where Oba went to go and see them, it is part of the terrain. It is part of... Remember that when Muslim ticket came out, when everybody were wearing the bishop gown in Lagos and Abuja, they did not go and use the people in the mosque. They did not use the Islamic clerics. They had to use the bishops, who are very, very gullible. I want to be, because that is what they do now in churches. So, Oba, going to churches, going to town hall meetings, going to meet transporters, going to meet everybody in the community, going here and going there and coming here and coming here cannot change anything. But I have a message for the people that carry Bible to preach. Please, what will be better for you is for you to open your mouth and tell the congregation that the Fulani terrorists are coming to kill them, and that what they need to do is to adhere to what the Biafran Republic government in exile are telling them to do. Whether it is sit at home, whether it is carry your weapon, whether it is enter the bush, whether it is lie down, whether it is prepare your own gun, whatever we give you, whatever we put on the table, tell them that they should adhere to. If you continue to tell them and deceive them that Nigeria is going to work, you are the worst devil, and you are even worse than the Fulani terrorist that is coming to come and kill you. If I see you preaching and then you're not preaching what they should hear about their freedom, but you're preaching in favor of one Nigeria, then it is better I call a Fulani man my friend than to call you my...
All right, thank you. That is great. I allowed you the whole time because this is your first input, and then this is also the last moment we are going to dissect the issue of Peter Wambanshi. So thank you for that. While we move right now, I want to bring to the screen the matter at hand. The matter at hand. And Biafrans, I want every one of you to pay very good attention because we will be dissecting this very issue at the moment because things are going on, things are happening. Since we casted vote of no confidence on these evil men and women that parade themselves as members of the DOS, since that time till today, since that last year, February 27, they have not gotten themselves till today. So I will read this while we dissect it, because it is very, very important that we do so. I don't know if it's clear. I don't know if it's clear enough for people to see. Okay. Now, this is coming from...
It's clear, it's clear, it's clear. We can see it is clear.
All right. This is coming from the expelled criminals that we chased away from IPOB, who sold their leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, their own master. We all know that a couple of days ago, the DSS medical unit recommended an urgent ear surgery on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, which the news was actually viral. And of course, people were also happy about that. Now, few days later, we heard again that DSS has denied the doctors of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu access to go and see him and take care of him medically. That they have already been cleared from the, from the main office. Now, on their way to the medical unit, to the medical side of the quarters, somebody stopped them. A DSS operative, a DSS officer stopped them along the road, along the way, and asked them to go back. And according to the write-up from the sibling of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, that effort to know the issue that made the man turn them back proved abortive. All of a sudden, boom. This very memo came from the so-called defunct DOS, led by the criminal in Switzerland, the thief. Now, they said, indigenous people of Biafra, Directorate of State, 8 June 2023, which is yesterday, press statement. The Directorate of State of the Indigenous People of Biafra has deemed it extremely imperative to make a public statement and clarifications regarding the issue of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of the Indigenous People of Biafra's health, and plans for him to undergo surgery while still in the custody of DSS. Firstly, and for clarity's sake, the lead counsel to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in the matter instituted against him by the Nigerian government, which matter is now before the Nigerian Supreme Court, is Barrister Mike Ozekome-san, assisted by Barrister Ifeanyi Ejiofor and others. Any matter, therefore, concerning Mazi Nnamdi Kanu while still being detained at the facility of the DSS, whether such issue pertain to his health or otherwise, must be brought to the knowledge and attention of the lead counsel. Must be brought to the knowledge and attention of the lead counsel. I want you to pick that. Now, they said, the Directorate of State of the Indigenous People of Biafra can no longer tolerate anyone or people who are either driven by pecuniary considerations or other motivations to endanger the life of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu while in DSS custody. For the avoidance of doubt, it was Barrister Michael Zekome San and Barrister Ifeanyi Ejiofor that impressed upon the Director Legal of the DSS that it is absolutely necessary and important to have the personal doctor of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu get involved if any surgery must be conducted on him, because they are not doctors but lawyers. Now, look at here, they say here, Barrister Aloy Ejimako, Emmanuel Kanu, and others working in cahoots with them must retrace their steps and desist from visiting the DSS office with people they call doctors without the knowledge of Barrister Michael Zekome San, the lead counsel to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. How come those that were never, now listen, my people, they said, how come those that were never present when the understanding was reached to have Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's personal doctor involved in deciding the issue of his surgery are the ones who are parading people at the DSS as personal doctors of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? The attempt to smuggle in certain persons as Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's personal physician without informing the San is very suspicious, to say the least. The Directorate of State of the Indigenous People of Biafra wish to therefore to inform IPOB families worldwide and Biafrans in general that if these individuals do it, Barrister Aloy Ejimako, Emmanuel Kanu, and those working with them, their names are known to us, continue on this path, on this path they have chosen, they and the Nigerian government must be held responsible should anything untoward happen to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The Directorate of State will not allow Kenya to repeat itself. Now, first of all, I want to assure them that nothing is going to happen to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I know it is a nightmare to them that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is still alive till today. So it's a big shock. It's a shocker to them because they never foresee that coming. They never believe. They thought he will be killed in Kenya and case closed. But unfortunately, as God may have it, he is alive and they have no any other option if not to bring him to Nigeria. So now, looking at the screen, I want us to dissect something here. I will start with Chuk survival. Mazi, first of all, they said here that any matter, therefore concerning Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, while still being detained at the facility of the DSS, whether such issue pertain to his health or otherwise, must be brought to the knowledge and attention of the lead counsel, which they said here that the lead counsel is Mike Ozekome San, no longer or assisted, according to them, they said assisted by Barrister Ifeanyi Ejiofor. So that means that as Barrister Aloy Ejimako is the special counsel, that is his position, the special counsel to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, does it mean that Barrister Aloy Ejimako has no right to deal with the issues concerning Mazi Nnamdi Kanu outside the court, or his own brother, blood brother, who happens to be Emmanuel Kanu, has no right to get him his own or a doctor of his choice? Please, Chuk Survivor, can you do justice on this?
Thank you, my beloved brother, Biafra Unite. On this very point of this very memo that they wrote and the expert that you just read out, there is one important information that comes out that people should know. It is very clear that the chaff have been separated from the wheat. It is very clear that these people are not getting information that they want to get. From the onset, we saw how the whole thing was happening from the time Mazen Nandekan was kidnapped up to this very moment. We saw all the dramas that played, all the denial, all the accusations right and left, all the submissions. We were all watching and we saw everything that transpired until our Prime Minister rose to the occasion and he plucked out the eye of the Zoological Republic in IPOB. When that eye was plucked out, all hell broke loose. Initially, there was a time when they were celebrating. When an information comes, they will say our Prime Minister is not knowing what is going on, that he didn't get the information. They were celebrating as people who knows all when things will happen and when it will not happen. But since the time they were busted, they lack information. And Biafran people have seen it clearly where Mazen Nandekano stands. Our Supreme Leader Mazen Nandekano have taken his stance and make it very clear. And every Biafra should ask him or herself, when was the last time you heard the Karawite talking about Omu Chineke? This is Omu Chineke. When was the last time he came to give you such information? To run out and say Mazen Nandekano said. Our Supreme Leader Mazen Nandekano have actually taking his own counsel on how to do things and what to do. And they are seeing it very, very clear. It is very, very clear before everybody. That is why sometimes when I see some Biafrans who are saying they don't know whom to follow and where to follow. If you say you don't know whom to follow or where to follow, it means you are not following up and you don't deserve to be among those who are called. Because it is very, very clear whom to follow and whom Mazen Nandekano is working with. Our Sula Mazen Nandekano is mentally sound and okay wherever he is. He knows what is going on. Every single thing that is happening outside, Mazen Nandekano is aware. And he has been able to draw that line. And the saboteurs have seen that line is growing wider and thicker and thicker. And the line is going to grow wider by the day. For somebody to come and tell you that a special counsel should not visit Mazen Nandekano, or a special counsel should come and take permission to come and visit Mazen Nandekano, you should know that the person have lost his mind. When the special counsel of Mazen Nandekano is there and his own brother is there, information has been given to them. And for a very long time, they have been the one who have been bringing informations about Mazen Nandekano, what needs to be done on what Mazen Nandekano to say to Biafran people. It is very clear. And Biafrans are beginning to see the difference, that the chaff have been separated from the wheat. They can't handle it anymore. They can't handle the shame. They can't handle the shame. They are not getting the information they need to get to make sure they keep on holding Mazen Nandekano down. And the only angle they want to follow now is to make sure that they make his health fail. They stand against his treatment. Mazen Nandekano himself decided on how he will be treated. Demanded for his own doctor, and the doctors came all of a sudden. With their evil plan, they intercepted the doctors. And today they are coming to tell us that nobody should go and visit Mazen Nandekano or talk about bringing a doctor for him, except through their own permission so that they can be able to get access to Mazen Nandekano again. I thank Chukwu Kabiama that the person we are working with, our Shula Mazen Nandekano, is not just a leader, he's also a spiritual leader to us. He sees things that will happen when it has not happened. And he's listening to Chukwu Kabiama. And the message is clear to him. That is why he has drawn the magic. The saboteurs are not getting information. The Karawites cannot penetrate anymore. And they are scared and worried. They want to get information to give to their followers. The place is locked and locked up completely. And every Biafra should be happy about that. None of us will shake. Don't be deterred. If you're a Biafran and you are confused and you are still in doubt, that means you are not paying attention. You don't know whom you are following. Mazen Nandekano have seen the information, seen it clear, very, very clear, and he knows whom to work with. His own disciple, the Prime Minister of Biafra Republic government in exile, today is the one leading the ship. He's the one captaining the boat. It doesn't matter whether you like him or not. And I used to tell people, you must not like him for you to follow him. You must not like him for you to choose him. He is chosen because he is capable. He has all the qualities to lead, and he's doing it. So any missile they are throwing from right, left, and center cannot stand. They are only crying because they have lost the legitimacy, just like the governors have lost theirs. Thank you, my brother.
Thank you. Mazi Vam, are you with your bell? Are you with your bell, dear?
Yes, I'm with my bell, yeah?
Please, anybody that passes 3 minutes, kindly remind him or her so we can be able to, bring someone else in. Right now,
Biafra Unite, 3 minutes too much, show. 3 minutes too much, show. Because people may
2
call
minutes.
later. 3 minutes too much.
2 minutes. 2 minutes. Pastor Van, take note. Okay. 2 minutes because we will receive calls at the end. All right. Giving or going by the write-up, please, I want us to take it line by line. When I'm asking or when I'm reading, I want you to pay attention so that you can be able to respond to that particular thing that I will ask about. Yeah, so that we can be able to dissect it line by line, please. Don't jump from what I am going to ask you to answer something else, please. Very, very important. I will be coming to Maze 555 Vision, Mazon Biko. Right now, I want you to pay attention to this, please. If you look at the screen, they said here, the Directorate of State of the indigenous people of Biafra can no longer tolerate anyone or people who are either driven by pecuniary considerations or other motivations to endanger the life of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu while in the DSS custody. Now, first of all, the question is this. Has this so-called Directorate of Criminals cared or, okay, let me take it again. Has this so-called Directorate of Criminals been the one in charge of both the health and the life of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, that they do no longer have to tolerate anyone or people who are being driven by pecuniary considerations, according to them, or motivations, or other motivations? Now, they say to endanger the life of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in the DSS dungeon. So, does it mean that Barrister Aloy Ejimako and the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's brother are the ones endangering the life of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in the DSS dungeon? Or what do you think that is the motive behind this nonsense word that they have spoken here? Please, you have only 2 minutes to answer that.
Yeah, thank you, Biafra Unite. Thank you, all lovers of freedom. Thank you, the listeners. We are now rushing because of time. You talk about the DOS and the motive of their accusations against our Barrister Ejimako. But if it is not Barrister Ejimako, there is no way Barrister Ejimako, who is now bringing the direct information to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, automatic activity of autopilot and Mazi Simon Ekpa, Biafran government in exile, that gave our leader that courage to say that a Biafran liberation is non-negotiable. Without Barrister Ejimako, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu cannot deliver that message.
because DOS, they are still accusing people just the way the thing they learned from Nigeria, because a political solution has failed them. The same political solution that has failed them, that is exactly what you see written inside this place up to this very minute. The same political solution and all their shenanigans that have been going on long time, command and control. If you watch here now, you will still see the same command and control. Nobody can go there except them. Then you ask yourself, what have they done? What have they done to bring Mazen Nnamdi Kanu out? Before this time, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu has not been able to change his clothes. Before this time, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu has not been able to change his eyeglass. And they have watched them closely up to Nigerian newspaper are now being the ones publicating the news concerning the health of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, that he need ear surgery. Now, medical people has come to enter there. The same DOS are the people that stopped them, because political solution has failed. Command and control has failed. That is exactly the thing you can see inside that place, because there is nothing DOS have to show. And when you check everything that is happening inside that place, you can see the reason why Mazen Nnamdi Kanu says that the Biafran liberation is non-negotiable. Because if everybody kept quiet when they say keep quiet, when Nnamdi Kanu come out, then he will then start what he is. He will start again from where he stopped. He is the leader that every one of us should go inside and relax. We don't need to worry. We don't need to talk until when he come out. That thing he started by his own. Then he will come out from dungeon and carry it out. That is why, if we still have time, we will connect the dot now down to the Wamba of Imo State, of Enugu State of today, because each and every one of them is hooking up with the same sensitive meeting which Ejiofor had with Eastern elite.
Even he took a lot of time. I was wondering what is going on. Have you forgotten?
I did not balance. It's 555, so I have to give him some extra.
Don't worry, I will come back to you. I will come back to you, Mazwan Ubiko. I will come back to you. Right now, let me go to. I don't know what's wrong with Mazugo. Since he came, since he joined the studio, he has been off and on. Mazugo, are you there?
But Mazugo is not okay. He's in the studio, but he's not on the seats.
All right. I don't know if she's there. I don't know. But Vam, let me come to you, because I'm sure you are going to use 2 minutes to. Okay, I'm sure you are going to use 2 minutes to Dr. Shala this very topic. All right. Now, it's good that it's good that you are the one to treat this part. Vam. But you need to utilize only 2 minutes. Now, they said, pay attention here, please. They said, for the avoidance of doubt, there's a very huge lie here that need to be dissected. Very big lie. They said, for the avoidance of doubt, it was Barrister Michael Zekome, son, and the Barrister Ifajona Ejiofor that impressed upon the director legal of the DSS that it is absolutely necessary and important to have the personal doctor of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu get involved if any surgery must be, conducted on him, because they are not doctors. I'm sorry. I should have brought this thing to the full screen. Now, Mazivan, they said here that it was Barrister Michael Zekome and Ifajuna Ejiofor that pressed home for Mazen Nnamdi Kanu to have his own personal doctor. if any surgery could be conducted. Now, my question to you, Vam Vam Vam, since the rendition of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to the zoo, the only thing we normally hear from this treacherous criminal called Ifeanyi Ejiofor is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is in
high spirits. He's in high spirits.
What is that spirit?
He's in high spirits.
He's in high spirit. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is in high spirit. So I am still, since I read this comment, I'm still trying to get it right. When did Michael Zekome, even when Chief Michael Zekome was before, when the person that brought the news that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu potassium content of his body is depleting, that is the first time the news was broken that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is sick in the DSS dungeon. That the potassium content of his body is depleting. That time, I don't think Chief Michael Zekome has even entered into the Lego team. And that breaking news caused big problem between Barrister Aloy Ejimakor and Ifeanyi Ejiofor. So please, how do you dissect this? Vam Vam Vam, please, 2 minutes. Sorry for me.
Thank you very much. Exactly 42-43. All right, and very quickly, like you rightly said, because it's like you took it out of my spirit, because that was exactly what I was going to say. The last time Ifeanyi Ejiofor, updated his people before we sacked him, the things we hear him say was that our leader is in high spirits. So it will now dawn on us that a man who has been lying to us that our leader is in high spirits cannot be pushing for our leader to get a proper medical attention from the lawyer, from the doctors of his choice. And also, the last time I checked, Michael Zekome, I don't have anything personal against him, but I know that Michael Zekome is presently very, very busy with the tribunal of the zoo politicians defending Peter Obi, and he wouldn't have so much time to pay to our leaders' health issues. Aloy Ejimakor has been steadily bombarding the airwaves, the zoo, government, and everywhere. He has been updating us on day-to-day affairs of our leaders' health condition. And so that is a blatant lie from the pit of hell when these people were, this Zama group of companies were presenting their narrative of lies. And I want you to understand that, these people are so in cahoots with our enemies that, it was so connected that at the time when our leader, had gotten permission for his doctors to see him was the same time the DSS, cut the visit or the medical operation short. They cut it short because they had communicated with the people that are on their payroll. You understand? Anyway, these 2 minutes is too short and it wouldn't be enough for me. I've exhausted it already. So please, it's a lie from the pit of hell, and the Biafrans are already awake and they are aware that a man who has lied our leader is in high spirit, a man who is busy challenging the court case of Peter Obi would not even have time to talk about our leaders' health issues. It is Aloy Ejimakor, and they know that quite well. That is why they are presenting to the media that Aloy Ejimakor and our leader's brother are the ones working against our leader. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you for that. I don't know where that lie come from. I don't know where it come from. Like as you said, from pit of hell, because when Barrister Aloy broke that message, it was a big fight between him and Ifeanyi. Why should you say that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is ill when I am busy telling them he is in high spirit in order to weaken our resolve not to react to their evil and crime against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, for sabotaging him and for his extraordinary rendition to the zoo by the zoo government. All right, thank you for that. I will be coming to Ada Deolama. According to according to the criminals, they said Barrister Loy Ejimako, Emmanuel Kano, and others working in cahoots with them must retrace their steps and desist from visiting the DSS office with people they call doctors without the knowledge of Barrister Mike Ozekome-San, the lead counsel to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So now, Adadi Olamma, like as Van rightly said, that the last time he checked, Chief Mike Ozekome is busy with the case of Peter Obi, with the case of Peter Obi. So now, has Barrister Loy Ejimako, as the special counsel to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, been demoted to the level that he has to take authority, he has to take order from Michael Ozekome-San before he visits Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and recommend, or before he can be able, including his own brother, Emmanuel Kanu, before they could bring personal doctor to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. What do you have to say about this?
Even the West that Nike will that amala mi fenda bunobi mbuchike doziem na nde kabali ya niile amami ya bunobi. Number 1 Ezekome onwu na inwe ike ichete court ikpeazụ Ezekome haja opụta kwuosi Ezekome pụta kwuosi na na-ayọ Nigerian government ha release our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu or happy ya ka o take treatment ka ofu special doctor ya that na-egwu na-atụ ya our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu enwu n'aka ndị DSS. O kwuru almost 3 or 4 times. Ka ihe ọzọ achọkwa ka disi Aloy ihe achọ ka Ezekome mee, o mege ife ọ chọrọ ime, Olive go that message to Biafra and everybody. Since Olive that message, kedu that ife anyị melụ, ife anyị eji ọfọ, o nwere ife ome. Chike Doziem na ndị kabali ya niile fanụla akwa dati ha nụrụ mkpu okwu ọnụ ya mmasị na akwa ka dat man bepụta. O nwere ife onye ọna gbara nkịtị. Now Aloy Ejimako and nwanne our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu ejewezie olezie doctor jewezie ka jezie fu nwanne oya ajụzukwu nwanne biko nwere ife nchọrọ ịjụrụ these people. Chike Doziem na ndị kabali ya afụtụna m ebe ajụkwuru nwanne ifu nwanne nkie, ajụkwuru nwanne take care of nwanne ya nwa na onwe nke m aghọtaghọ mụnwa because mụnwa ama ife ndị a bụ n'obi to show you that now these people chọrọ ka our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu nwụọ. Onwere mgbe ha chọrọ this man under atọ. Okay, now before nwanne mmadụ eji ifu nwanne ya o ji anatagodo nwata n'aka Ezekome. Ezekome sign ya akwụkwọ ijefu nwanne nkie. Ọnwụ n'ụlọ aka o chọrọ inyere nwanne ya nwoke ọma na arụ adịrọ. Onye ha enyenwuru ya aka because of na Ezekome assign be ha akwụkwọ. Afụbeme dị ife ame. So in short, o nwere ife na-agbụọ m obi. Biafrans and ife na-ewutekarịcha m na ndị na-eso this DOS again with the worst people mụnwa afụtụbe. Onwe nke nwere conscience because onwe na ha nwere conscience for how many years now getting to 2 years and ka a na-ekwu na our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu ahụ adịghị ya, ka a na-ekwu sụmaka ya esi biko so hapịa ka o jee triti onwe sinye doctor nsume biko so hapịa ka ofu doctor ya up till now onwe family nwanne nke ya wee tekizie ọnọdụ because nwa mgbe ya eje ebe ahụ without lawyer, the only lawyer that available where ya mgbe onye jikwere kwa ọnya ka nwere obi mmadụ ka nwere obi nwanne wa Aloy Ejimako osia nwa ka ije wuchi ndị doctors ụkwụ ka o ji treat nwanne ewe ju nwanne efu nwanne nke When ask these people, if you want if one day kefa, it 1 year, if but 1 year saying Maka, on Lube 1 hour also. Oya had another hamman or waha. If I had your what did a mass in the cano, in a treatment, if 1 year wakanya. Onako is no honey, see Joy Kuni by Joha. Or is the higher Joha. Never no quick and
Thank you, Wada. Sonny, I say to that your prayers. Sonny, I come to you now. This one shocked me. They say that the attempt to smuggle in certain persons as Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's personal physician without informing the Sun is very suspicious, to say the least. There's something they wanted to say here. Sonny, I hope you're listening, because I want you to dissect this with 2 minutes. There's something they wanted to say here, but they knew that it's going to be outrageous. Then they mute it and said, it's very suspicious, to say the least. It's very suspicious, to say the least. What they wanted to say here is that cannot be allowed, or they wanted to make it that Aloy Ejimako and Emmanuel Kano have been banned from visiting Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, talk less of bringing doctors to him. So, but they knew that they have no powers to effect or to effect the so-called order. They twist it and say it's suspicious. So it's suspicious, meaning that they have no power to enforce the order, had it been if it's what they wanted, they were going to say. So now, Sonny, if you want to bring the dot, according to the report from Emmanuel Kano and Barrister Aloy Ejimako, that after they have been cleared from DSS to go and meet Mazi Nnamdi Kanu at the DSS medical unit, now somebody came, a DSS officer came and stopped them and asked them to leave. And when you bring this place together, I want you to connect the dots. The attempt to smuggle in certain persons as Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's personal physician without informing the Sun is very suspicious, to say the least, which they wanted to say is cannot be allowed or is not allowed. Now, if you connect the dot, does it mean that Chike Dozie ha Ifa Ejiofor have insider as DSS official, DSS operative, that they are communicating with, that communicates with them, and they now told the official to stop the movement, not to allow them access to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. In other words, they want Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to remain in pain until their heart desire, the news that they have been praying for, come to fruition, which God has forbade from beginning. So please, Mazi Sonny, I want you to talk about this. Kindly dissect it. Sonny, are you there? Oh my God, it's like Sonny is not there. Okay, I'm going to take the question to someone else. Chuk Survivor, please, can you do justice to that? Kindly do justice to that with 2 minutes, please. So, okay, Sonny is back.
I don't surface.
Sonny, no, they lose God.
Okay, go ahead. I hope you heard the question.
Yeah. Even if I don't hear the question well, I know how to treat it.
Okay. Specifically, I want you to connect the dots.
I got you.
Okay. Okay. Go ahead.
Cool down. You know, like Bam 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 reminded us. You don't tell, we don't hear our leader is a nice spirit. Umu Kote Kwano, Umu Koko, Umu Biafra, Umu Enuko, Umu Abia, Umu Ikote Kwene. Our leader is a nice spirit. Yeah. Hello, man. So it's like they have missed the riddles and these jingles of our leader is a nice spirit. That is why they want to go and bring it back. First of all, for Michael Zokome, I would not say otherwise because he's a lawyer, he's a freelancer, so he has his right to do his job the way he wants. Even if he wants to be an advocate or a lawyer defending Fulani terrorists, he has his right because he's a lawyer. I'm not the one paying him, he pays school fees. Just like one man was responding in Channel Television. So he has his right to defend anybody that he wants to defend. Now, coming to the criminals that we have, had wanted to use Ejimako and MNK's health situation and the medicals that were supposed to come and see him as a way of gaining relevance, coming to the pace, then making noise, so that we will now come back like this and then listen to them and hear them. But they got it in the wrong way, because by the bullet or the trigger that they pulled, it has been able to make Biafrans to understand how MNK ended up in the hands of the terrorists and why he has not been released for so long. This makes and goes down the line for people to understand that if the DSS and one Nigerian government in one way or another tries to allow MNK to release him, DOS in connivance with the governors that we have and the politicians will just go and give them a hint. No, don't release him. Don't release him, because if you release him, we are gone. The contract that we had with you people, whatever we've been doing will be exposed. So they are afraid of this. When you listen to the communique of Jimako, Jimako in any way did not say, the doctor, I am the one that brought it, or the doctor was even the one of DSS. He made it very clear. Independent physician. Independent physician. Independent physician here specifically is telling you that it is what MNK recommended. MNK recommended, so it is his own independent physician. But what did the foolish people came to do in the media? They came to portray a seed of discord. They came to portray something that will make Ejimako and Emmanuel Kanu and all the families of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to look like they are the devil. So we want everyone to understand something, that the communique that came from MNK was that his independent medical practitioners were to come and see him. So as we are seeking for independence now, or as we hear that Nigeria has independence from 1960, how do you define the independence? Where nobody will decide for you. You are the one that decides for yourself. Thank you, Mazi. I leave it there. So it was the independent doctor that was picked by MNK that came to see him, and not what the criminals are trying to portray. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you. Now I will come to Chuk Survival. Chuk Survival, according to what they said here, they said that anybody, they say, how comes those that were never present when the understanding was reached to have Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's personal doctor involved in deciding the issue of his surgery are the ones who are preparing people at the DSS as personal doctors of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Now, they said, if you read here, they said here, firstly, and for clarity's sake, the lead counsel to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in the matter instituted against him by the Nigerian government, which matter is now before the Nigerian Supreme Court, is Barrister Mike Ozekome-San. And by Barrister Ifeanyi Ejiofor. Now, they are trying to remind Biafrans, those who are the lead counsel, the top lawyers, according to them. So now they said here that you are not supposed to go. So in other words, this thing took them by sudden. They were not aware of anything. They never knew anything. So does it mean that they are no longer aware of anything happening around Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Those who claim to be all-knowing. I'm talking about the DOS now. Does it mean that they are no longer aware of anything about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Have they been dislodged? Chuk Survivor, please take the microphone. Have they been dislodged, these criminals?
Thank you so much, my beloved brother, Biafra Unite. The answer is yes. They don't have information on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu anymore. They are not close to what is happening, and they are lacking information. Every single one of them. You can check the last time we heard from them and the last time they have spoken. Now they are trying by all means to make themselves relevant, to make the eye of the government relevant. That is why they mentioned his name in particular and try to remind people that they are the lead, that he is in charge of the lead council. He is not in charge. He's not anywhere near. He's not anywhere close to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu anymore. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have already put that demarcation, and we can see it from the way information have been coming lately. The entrance should ask themselves, when was the last time the man came out to tell you Umu Chineke, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said? What he does these days is to attack every information that is delivered by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu through Aloy Ejimako. That is what he's doing. So it is very clear. Go and check. Every single time Aloy Ejimako comes to bring information, what they do is to attack that information and come from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And they have gone to the extent of attacking his health. Just like my brother Elia said, they try to paint a picture that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was not even aware of the doctors who are coming. That is the picture they try to paint. They try to paint a picture that Aloy Ejimako and the brother of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu just went and brought a physician without the consent of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. It was with the consent of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He gave the approval and he demanded for that. And it was granted. But these people, the same way they intercepted him in Kenya and they wanted to kill him, they now intercepted the treatment of his health again. So the answer is yes. They don't have any information from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu anymore. Thank you, my brother.
All right, thank you. That's cool. I will come to 555 vision, and then I will conclude with Pastor Van before I will open the line for Biafrans to call in and, of course, make their contribution. So now, 555 vision, are you there? 555 vision, are you there?
Right on, bro.
All right. Now, according to the criminals, they said that the Directorate of State of the Indigenous People of Biafra wish, therefore, to inform IPOB families worldwide and Biafrans in general that if these individuals do it, Barrister Aloy Ejimako, Emmanuel Okano, and those working with them, their names are known to us, continue on this path they have chosen, they and the Nigerian government must be held responsible should anything untoward happen to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The Directorate of State will not allow Kenya to repeat itself. Now, my question to you is, does it mean that these people who have been working on the ground for ages, who have not done anything concerning Biafra restoration since the kidnap and rendition of our leader, who have not spoken about the way forward, who have not told their stupid few number of people following them, very tiny number of people still following them at the moment, For the past 2 years now, this is June, this is the month our leader was kidnapped in Kenya. So for the past 2 years now, these individuals have not brought anything, you know, they haven't brought out any organogram to tell their useless followers that this is the way forward to restoring Biafra. They have not done anything, Bakasim, to say this is how we are going to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That people are still hearing Biafra today, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu today, is because of autopilot, Biafra Republic Government in Exile, which our Prime Minister is Mazi Simon Ekpa, you know, selling the sheep on high sea. That the world is still talking about Biafra and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu today is autopilot. Anybody who wants to doubt it, I'm going to open the line for you to call. Tell us the organogram of your idiotic and criminal leaders in the defunct DOS. What they have been doing since two years now. So now, 555 vision, does it mean that these people now are more in love with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? They now cherish Mazi Nnamdi Kanu than Barrister Ejimako, who put even his own life on the line, breaking the serious news for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The news that the zoo does not want to see in the public. Do you know that the news that Barrister Ejimako broke a few days ago, when our leader said that Biafra is non-negotiable? Do you know, for somebody to break such news, nobody has ever broken such news since the rendition of our leader. Only Barrister Ejimako. So are you now telling me that these criminals who eat burger and sweet cakes in Switzerland and the other one in Kuwait, commanding the killing of ESN members in Biafra land, so they now love Mazi Nnamdi Kanu than Barrister Ejimako, who stake everything for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Please take the microphone.
Yeah, thank you, Ikuku Nonwe. You use our minute to ask all the question, and there is no minute to respond.
Go ahead.
Yes, Biafrans, you know, it is because of time. It is because of time, but however, we will manage our 2 minutes. And I say, if Martin learn how to break the West, you learn how to put your hand there. So before our minute we read, because we want to bring some things out before Van will ring his bell. You understand? So they says that he who kill with a knife does not permit the knife to come across behind him. DOS knows everything they have planned against this struggle. They know everything they have planned. They have not brought anything at all in the restoration of Biafra, in the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They have not brought any idea to the table on the table. We saw the news, not only the information Ejimako is bringing out, but we saw Ejimako facing world leaders, letting them know that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has won 4 count charges. The world court have discharged Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The Nigerian court authority have discharged Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The federal have discharged Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And the state have discharged Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He said, what else are you looking for and what else are you waiting? It is time for every one of you to stand up. That standing up is things that brought those people to those doctors to go and visit Mazi Nnamdi Kanu inside. And the same DOS are the same DOS working with the DSS, the birds flying with the same shoulder, contacted the DOS See the new development that is going on inside this place. And the OS have to stop it. If you read that place again, you will see how they stopped it. Accusing the people who is going to save someone's life. Accusing them. So I don't know, before Vam wait again. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. All right. All right.
Yes.
That's great. Moving forward, the last question I'm going to ask Pastor Van before we start taking calls. But before then, let's welcome Just Rail. Mazugo, please say hi to Biafrans. We have been calling you for ages, but you have not been around. Could you please say hi to Biafrans while we move?
Hello, Biafrans, my beautiful people. I greet all of you now. And all the powerful men and one superwoman in our midst. One love. All protocols, I observe all of them. Thank you all for standing by. One thing with this movement is that when one person falls self, you don't go notice them. Yes, unless the person that fall in good faith. So we move. One love, I love you all. Thank you for being there. Thank you for standing there, standing in the gap. And I thank you, every Biafran, anywhere you are watching us from. One love. Thank you, Mazi Ikuku.
Thank you. All right. Now, Vam, I want you to use 2 minutes to vam this issue now. The last time, barrister, does he what being called barrister? The last time,
lawyer Okumango.
The last
Charge and bell.
The last time Charge and Bell barrister, Charge and Bell lawyer, Ifajuna Ejiofor, Ifajuna White Ejiofor, visited Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and made an update about him. Was on the 15th of May, 2023. 15th of May, 2023. I'm saying it on air so that anybody who is going to doubt it should go and check his official Facebook page. On the 15th of May, 2023 was the last time Ifajuna Ejiofor visited Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and today is 9th of June. So we are talking about roughly 1 month now. The Oswimi, the saboteur, has not visited the man he claimed to be his client. And remember, they used to visit him twice in a week. So we are now talking about failing to visit Mazi Nnamdi Kanu 2 months. For 2 good months. Because if you times 2 times in a week times 4 with that gives you 2 months. Now, if you want to connect the dots, does it mean that this criminal, this killer, this Ifajuna has been systematically kicked out of Onyendu's legal team? So what do you have to say about it?
Myself, thank you very much, Biafra Unite. The truth is that, since our Prime Minister have told us, some of the things that our Prime Minister say, he gets updates from the people on ground that actually sees Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And most of the updates he gets them divine. When, our Prime Minister Jiofo, Ofoji, a divine offer, our Prime Minister have since told us that Ifajuna, Ukumango, Karo White have lost every privilege he has with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and that he warned them, let them stop him from seeing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and that was when his problem with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu started. And Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has lost total faith in the Ukumango lawyer. So that is it. He has been completely knocked out. That is why you see him now, making sure that anything that will make our leader get well and get out safe and sound, he wants to fight it. But let us warn him, finally, that Ishia Gabanea this time.
He said,
because onye ọbụla si na onye ndu Chineke nna siri n'ime olili ọnwụ wee zọpụta si na onye ndu agaghị adị ndụ and onye ndu agaghị enjoy his health, ha ndụ ya ga-ala na ya ahụ. Honestly, because the truth is that it is evident now that the one who claimed to be the most trusted doesn't even have any update from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu anymore. So the only update he has is when his criminal gang would come out and be making updates to tell us how did the Chike Dozie and China Sanwa Satan, how did they know that? So Aloy Makona is now connecting with the wrong people to go and take the life of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Then how did they sniff and know all those things? If they are actually, connected. How did they know? If they are not connected with the zoo to know that Aloy Ejimako is actually getting the real doctors that will, attend to our leaders' health issue. And when this Carol White got this update, that's when he began to fight tooth and nail to stop the real thing from happening. But Ake Bigoyan and Shiawosa already. My time is up. These 2 minutes, Sonny,
thank you.
But it is where.
Thank you for that. So now the line is open. Biafrans listening all over the world, the line is open. You can call in and of course make your contribution. But before that, Mazugo, in conclusion, with what has played out, of course, you know about the memo, you know about the shameful memo that was written by the criminals that we expelled from this very movement. So, with what has played out, does it mean that these criminals do not want Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to be treated? And what are we going to do about it?
This question then for you. Why are they laugh? Somebody will enter your house, can't shoot you gun for head. You know, gree die. They carry you go hospital. The person come they ask, make they share the hospital, make he come greet you. You go gree? These people, we know they are underground. First of all, we have dismissed them, we have sacked them. They are not relevant again. Or however, concerning the health of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, from every indication, both exposed, non-exposed, the one we see, the one we know see, it is clear, 100% clear, that they knew what happened to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They have been giving false informations from the big eyes of the Nigerian government in the IPOB. They have been passing this wrong information until our Prime Minister come to realize about it and they expose them. Then that wrong information to every Mushineke seized, every report from Ukumango seized, every tomorrow we are going to court, we are going to win them, every eloquent, erudite, all of them seized. So they are not relevant. What we should be telling Biafrans is for Biafrans to understand that whatever these people are writing is fake. These people knew what happened to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Ifeanyi Ejiofor told the world, not only us, Ifeanyi Ejiofor told the world that he was in the meeting with the politicians and the governors the night his house was burnt. Ifeanyi Ejiofor told us that he is a socialist. Ifeanyi Ejiofor told us that he's getting calls from politicians to make sure that peace reigns in Biafra land. Who is he working for? The people we are talking about, if anybody must listen to them, ask yourself for 1 minute, for just one question. Since the kidnap of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, one thing where these people don't do, which you say they love Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, just one. If not bringing somebody from somewhere to tell us that we don't have elephant lobe and the frontal lobe and the mosquito lobe, where are they? So all I will tell their friends is this: these people don't want Mazen Nnamdi Kanu to come out alive. Because it's obvious that now they knew that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu have realized what happened and knew what happened. Who and who are those that are involved? So they are trying to block every way to cover their faces so that when Mazen Nnamdi Kanu come out, so that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu will not even come out for you to understand that they are the enemies. They are not working for Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. They are working against Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. It doesn't matter. Ever since this problem has begun, what have they done concerning the ill health of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu? What effort have they made? Nothing. And they are here opening mouth. People that you cannot see, people that are not existing. Those that write this memo, who are there? Are they existing? Let them come out and address Biafrans the same way we are addressing Biafrans now. The same way our Prime Minister is addressing Biafra. Let them address us and tell us, we are the people behind this letter. We are people behind this memo. That we are working. Let that, what do you call him? The erudite lawyer. Let him come out and address us. And tell him, why is he scared of coming out now? When did he see Mazen Nnamdi Kanu last? The last time he came to give us a news from the immediate family of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, they told him face to face, your news is fake. You don't visit Nnamdi Kanu again. So where is he getting his news from? I realized I came in very late. Thank you, Mazen.
All right, thank you. Thank you. That's great. Biafran people, the number is on the screen for those who would want to call in and make their contribution. You have only about 10 minutes to do that. Only about 10 minutes. The number is on your screen. As you are watching right now, the number is on your screen. If you want to call in and make your contribution, you have only 10 minutes to do so, or we will assume that everybody is in line with what we have been saying and what we have said already. And then we will call it, of course, we'll call it a day. We will start our closing remarks. This is almost 2 hours 30 minutes. So I will start with I don't know if 55 vision is there. Okay. All right, please, let's take this call.
Can I?
Hello. Yes, this is Biafra Unite. Go ahead, please.
Okay, I'm calling you from London.
All right.
I must start by thanking you all for all your contribution. What I have to say in this case, I am so impressed by your united front, the way you people always bring things and allow us public to air our mind. Analytically, from beginning of this letter to the end, it shows that these very people, the people who wrote this letter, they are the ones who sold our leader. And they are the ones who are really stopping our leader's release. Now, how can you stop somebody's brother from visiting him or visiting her? So they have written that anybody who wants to see Mazen Nnamdi Kanu or treat him should go to Barrister Ezekome, who they know now that is busy with Peter Obi's case. Now, they have written all these things. What solution do they have? They didn't even put any solution there. Because they have spoken to the DSS. Because somebody I know told me, a relation of mine who is somehow in military, he said that it is the Igbos who are holding our leader.
Yeah, sure. That's true.
So now I don't want to mention his name, but we all know that this DSS or DOS, they are the ones holding our leaders there because they know that if our leader comes out, he will trace how everything happened to him and it will be traced back to them. So they want him to die there. But every morning when I'm following Pastor Jerry, I always put my leader there, that God will heal him. Even if they don't want him to be treated, they will be surprised that our leader will not die. Nothing will happen to him. You see? Let me leave others to speak. I thank that sister there. I don't know her name. She's a great woman.
Yeah. Thank you.
I listened to her the day she was giving it water to that useless Chinasamono and the useless Eklosium is now looking like a ghost. It's not that he doesn't eat. It is his conscience fighting him. How they sold our leader, an innocent man who has given everything up for all of us. Now they sold him. It is his conscience, and that is how he will dry up like stockfish until he dies.
You see? Thank you. Thank you, Wandem.
Thank you very much.
God bless you.
And you too.
All right, caller, please, you're welcome to the show. Go ahead.
Good evening, brothers. How are Biafra?
We are all
Brother,
good.
you know, what I wanted to say about this exposition, our people have to understand that this is not the first one they are doing this thing. Remember when they said that our leader is poison? You know? So, yeah, all this thing that they are doing now is a dying horse. You understand me? It's a dying horse. If anything that is not coming from our Jimako and others, we are not going to take anything this people are saying serious.
Yes.
My concern is my brother. During my concern is this man that sit at home on Monday. Right? Now, please, I want to ask a question. Can I ask the question, please?
Go ahead, please. Make it snap.
Now, at the north now, they are the Christians. And the North Christian, they are in Biafra land enjoying their own religion freely. That we say that after 29 that we are going to go to this. My question is, why can't we put our Friday sit at home? But we as a Christian, we can put Sunday sit at home in our own Biafra land to stop our people that are Christian. But why can't we Friday sit at home so that Friday will run away from our land? Friday sit at home. On Thursday, they want to go to their mosque. They go outside Biafra land. On Saturday, they come back. Are we afraid of them? Put sit at home on Friday. Let them run away from our land.
Okay.
And not. That is my question, please, my brother. Thank you very much.
Okay. Your question has been noted, and it will be considered. It is going to be brought to the panel and then deliberated upon, and then we see the way forward. Thank you very much. God bless you.
Thank you. Thank you, brother.
All right, caller on WhatsApp, go ahead, please. Go ahead. Don't listen to the to your TV. Just go ahead from the phone.
Yeah, Biafra Unite and all the autopilot media, I salute.
You're welcome, sir.
Yeah, I salute all of you and all your work. So what happened there is that DOS knows everything, that everything they have doing in secret have already come out. So their fear is they don't want the Onion to come out there, but he left for we autopilot to put more pressure to bring Onion. They didn't want Onion to come because when Onion to come out, a lot of things have to expose. And they know that have already guilty of Onion at the IPOB. They have already saw the struggle. So all those things they are doing is a dying horse. Especially if your father don't know that the most important man I only to carry in mind. That man is that he kill his house. The blood of that man is pursuing the Jofo. That is gentle. That he kill his house and he say he is and later on the thing leak. And they say that is one of the people who need to carry in mind for this agitation. And they allow Yejibako kill that man. And the Onyendu have already know. They have reviewed the thing to Onyendu. That is what the blood of that boy that he born into his house is pursuing him. And the Onyendu will never take it easy with him for hearing that that man died for a Jofo house. Because this is the backbone of Onyendu. Those he have for this for the Eastern Security Network. Chila Samura and the Jofo have killed many of them that the Onyendu carry a heart to fight in this fight. That blood is chasing them up and down. The blood of all those innocent our commanders of ESL they kill. And the blood of Ikoso we almost hurting them. A Jofo will never have rest again.
Never. He's a cursed individual.
Because all those blood they kill to cover their distance, to cover the atrocities they committed on IPOB, we always want to them. But the problem there now is that it left for we autopilot, not to overlook them. Because if we continue looking them, all their mind and all their wish is only do not come out for anything they did to cover all their atrocity and cover the shame. And that blood is the thing that the drying chicken doesn't blood today. All those blood of innocent ESN only do keep. They go and kill them. See how we is drying up like stockfish.
All right. Thank you. God bless you.
How the thing be.
All right. All right. Oh, I don't know. I've gotten how many missed call. I don't know. I think we have to end it here because of time, and we will continue, of course, on Monday. Caller on WhatsApp, please go ahead. You have only 2 minutes.
Good evening from here. My name is Franklin Chinonso.
Go ahead, please.
I am very happy to call you people today, at least to appreciate you people for what you are doing. It is very, very fortunate that we have people like you who are really thinking about how we can be free. Thank God for the exposition today. And my prayer is that our leader, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, will be treated, and all those who are mitigating his treatment will be put to shame. My regards to our Prime Minister. All of you are doing very wonderfully well. God will continue to bless you people, and this year will not pass by without us getting our freedom.
You say?
This is my prayer, and the Lord will do it. But he said, Jofo and his cohorts, Emma Powerless and all of them, we know what they are doing, and God will punish them very soon.
You say?
And so I've always tried to reach out, and I am very happy today to reach out to you people.
Thank you.
Glad.
Thank you.
So we are praying for you, and the Lord will continue to see us through.
You say? Thank you. God bless you, my brother. Right. Caller on WhatsApp, please go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Yes, loud and clear. Please go ahead. No, we have not received any question apart from the only one question. Go ahead, please.
Mr. Biafra Unite, this is His Academic Highness
from the Republic of Pontius Pilate Italianensis, ego sum i restitutio orbis cultura bonum africana praticabilis et lumem primis. What you are saying is in line with the liberation of Africa, and I greet Ada Diorama, the only lady that is very, very vociferating in terms of African tradition and Abrianensis. And, I want our people to know that this is the time for the liberation of Africa. I wanted to do this as today's date. The very 9th day of June 2023. That is how it is. Let us go forward. As simple as that. And I want us to go forward. Nnamdi Kanu is with us. I saw Aloy Ejimako. What he's saying is in line with the international rules. Because, unfortunately, our people don't understand. Our people, when I say our people, I mean African people don't understand the meaning of international law. That is the reason why they're using quack people as governors. They're using them, so that they will be making our mineral resources. They're using, you see somebody like the latest governor in what do you call it? Is it in Enugu State? He went to do with Biafran people. He's reading scripts. Oh God, that is wrong. Let Biafran go ahead, as simple as what the second in command to Ojukwu said, that Biafran people are go ahead people, as simple as that. Every world respect Biafran people, including the Israelis of contemporary. Everybody should hold the belt tight, because I'm a pilot. I hold the belt tight. If I'm trying to move, I hold the belt, throwing it from the right hand side. Then I have to put the pedal on. Then I have to fly. As simple as that. So don't listen to whatever people are saying. God bless you, Biafra Unite. God bless Biafran people. God bless Nnamdi Kanu. God bless the Biafran Prime Minister. God bless Donald Trump. Thank you.
Thank you. God bless you too. That's great. Our own in the struggle, you have made a great input. Thank you. All right. We are not going to receive further calls because of our time. I want to call on Mazugo to make his, closing remarks. Everybody, please utilize 1 minute because of Mazugo. Go ahead, please. I'll take care of this.
Okay. Thank you so much. Dear friends, thank you all for standing by and being around all this while. And I want us to know that everything you have heard from Oyendu, they are true. Oyendu is grateful that we have not fallen like the fallen ones. And he is not ready to back down. So we must stay with Oyendu. And we must stay and we must be vigilant to listen and hear and take directives from our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa. For those of us that are asking, what do we do? What shall we do? Every information will be available when necessary. And I will say from me, thank you all. Good night. Bye for now. No, good night. Bye for now. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. That's great. Mazi Akbarawa, please take the mic.
Newo to Biafrans all over the world. I'm not going to give a closing remark, but I'm going to make some announcements to Biafrans. Every country where there are a good number of Biafrans are hereby entitled to come together and then plan of how to create their license offices, I did not say only Belgium or only South Korea or only USA or only UK. No, I said every country where you have reasonable numbers of Biafrans, you have to start working together to the creation of your license offices. This is how your ID card will get through to you. There will be collaboration between the license offices of the Biafran government in exile in your country and the Biafran government in exile headquarters in America. So from now on, you start working, go to your registry or your cartorio or notario or register, like in my own country, we call it register, where you register businesses or organizations or bodies. The same way you did when you registered IPOB, you just go and make the inquiry and know how you can make the registration. We need your license offices to be established. Now, the funding of the license offices, like the renting of the places where you have to get to use, some other minor logistics or finances that you need, it is your responsibility as Biafrans where you are to come together and cater for those finances, because the government in exile headquarters has a lot at hand and they cannot be funding every license offices from every country. More so, in your process of registration, the license offices is to be registered as a community service, just like when you registered the IPOB under the categories where they will ask you, where does it fall? Is it an organization that is going to be making money so that they can be paying tax? No, we are not a business enterprise that we are making money. It's a community service and it is a non-profitable organization, so we are not making money to pay tax. So when you are making your registration, consider all these facts. Now, yesterday, our PM made some other announcements. Sit at home continues, and no animal on this very planet Earth can truncate it until Biafra is restored, until MNK says otherwise, and until it is out. And also, we have activated the Biafra Liberation Tax. We call it BLT. BLT. And it is launched on the website. So we are going to so that you see how you can navigate to go down there so that you understand. We have two links on the website on this BLT, Biafran Liberation Tax. You have the monthly Biafran Liberation Tax payment link. You have the weekly Biafran Liberation Tax payment link. So you make use of these links to be able to do what? To support what you are doing, whether weekly or monthly. There are options for PayPal, there are options for Cash App, there are options for Zelle. For those of you that were having issues of PayPal or Zelle or Cash App from the Biafran Republic Government in Exile website, these are available from the BLT, Biafran Liberation Tax payment link that has been created. Now, our PM also made an announcement yesterday. We are emphasizing this for those that may not know the recent announcement due to the network that occurred yesterday in response to those claiming that Rivers State or Biafra is not a Christian state. So he made something official for Biafrans to know that we have the traditional religion, we have the Christian religion, and the Jewish religion in Biafra. And the River State propaganda that was making the rounds can testify to this, that this is what we have. Also, June 12 has been banned in Biafra land, in the entirety of Biafra territory. June 12. And the June 12 happens to come up on the Monday, which is our Monday sit at home, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's day. So, on this very note, Biafran Republic government in exile had made this day officially and another officially and another officially and a bigger officially big sit-at-home, so that we will not see any fly or we will not see any mosquito trying to make moves in Biafra land. Tomorrow is our fundraising. Please be there and contribute your quota, because without funds we cannot go to anywhere. More announcements will be coming, and the media team will be telling you everything in their individual broadcasts and their handles. So please make sure you follow them in all the platforms, and also on Twitter, retweet everything that our PM says. And please, I must commend every IPOB media hands. Whether you are writing with pen or you're speaking with mouth, you're on Facebook or you're on Twitter or you're on Telegram, you're on TikTok, you're on Instagram, wherever you are and you are doing one thing or another. It is your collective effort that has made us to go this far. So we applaud you and we say more grace to your elbow as we move ahead. Thank you very much, Martin.
All right, that's great. That's very, very, very fantastic. Tomorrow is our fundraising. It is another opportunity for our people to come out en masse and make the difference. We want the house to be full tomorrow if you want this freedom to be achieved. We cannot do it. Okay.
Please, just 1 minute. Let me flash this thing to the screen so you can display it. Then later we will make sure we display it in our individual broadcasts so that Biafrans will be seeing it and they will know what to do. Please pick the screen.
So then you can't display.
No, be display. Now Biafra Unite. Okay,
go ahead.
Biafrans, this is the official website to the Biafran Republic government in exile. Type www.biafrarepublic.org. When you hit this website, you have many templates here. You have the home, about, plans, departments, donate, announcement, and contact. When you click on the donate, this is the donate portal. So it takes you here. You scroll down, read what is here. Biafra Liberation Tax is a commitment that each Biafran in the diaspora is expected to make in order to add momentum to the effort to restore Biafra. Choose a subscription below, either monthly or weekly payments. Donations can also be made through PayPal, Zelle, and Cash App. So when you scroll down here, this is the two buttons. BLT, Biafran Liberation Tax, Biafran Liberation Tax. This one here says Biafra monthly Biafra Liberation Tax. This other one says weekly Biafra Liberation Tax. Now, your payment and donation can range from, when I click any of them, let me click the one of monthly or the one of weekly. Let me click the one of monthly. If I click this one, it will redirect me with the hyperlink to this place. You see monthly Biafra Liberation Tax. Now, from $5 every month. So if I am to pick here, I will select my amount, either from $5, $10, $15, $20, $25, $30, $35. You have up to $10,000 option there. So whichever one I pick, if I pick 15, I click subscribe. It will take me through the process just like I normally do when I am paying for ES. And here you put your email address. From your email address, You move from here, you click continue. Remember, there is this secured SSL checkout on the website, just like you have it on the IPOBinusa.org website. What is this secure SSL checkout? It is a security that secures your card and your transaction for payment. For those of you that may think that your card may be leaked or may be scammed by someone or taken something out of it, so everything inside there is secure and nobody can hamper or take money or scam from your card. So the same way you do this one of the monthly is the same way you do the one of the weekly. So you choose which button and then how you want to do it. Then coming down here, you see the options for PayPal. You just send payment to biafragov.org@gmail.com. For those of you seeking for payment with a PayPal, you make use of this PayPal address. For those of you seeking for payment with Zelle, you make use of this address. For those of you seeking payment with Cash App, you make use of this address, this one here. So those are the new innovations that has been on the website, which we need to keep Biafrans abreast. Then on the official website of the IPOBinusa.org, if you visit there now, you will see that you used to have the single donation on top and recurring donation on top. But now when you visit the website, the first thing you see is the Bitcoin address and then the USDT TRC20 denomination. Then you come down, you see 1,000 men single donation and 1,000 men recurring donations. So these are the way and manners you follow up everything so that you don't get out of the way. Thank you very much for listening, and we expect that you live up to your expectations, because the security of Biafra land is a collective responsibility, and we should live up to it. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Mazi Akbarawa Sani, the Information Minister, Biafra Republic Government in Exile. You are doing a good job. All right, Biafrans, you have seen it all. It now left for every one of you to make this dream a reality. Like as I always say, whatever you contribute to this very quest to restore Biafra, you are contributing it for your own good and for your future generation. A dime is not paid to me. Since I joined this very struggle, I have never ever received salary from anybody. Nobody pays me salary, and I don't need salary from anyone. So when you contribute to this very struggle, you are contributing for your future, not for me, because I'm contributing on my own way. So thank you for that. Tomorrow is our fundraising, is another opportunity for all Biafrans to gather while the history awaits all of us. And history will be kind to us. Right now, I will bring Nwada De Olama for your final, contribution to this very broadcast today. Please take the microphone.
Ụmụchukwu okike abịa ma ekene m n'ọzọ. Biko, o nwere ife nwa mmekwukwe gị ahụ ana m ayọ Biafra niile. Unu ewe n'iwe n'ike ọgwụ. Ana m ayọ ụmụ Biafra niile. On Monday will sit at home. Biko ụmụ Chineke. Ọnwụ na ịfụlawa dịda Maazị Nnamdi Kanu n'anya. Ọnwụ na ife ya gụrụ ebe a wutere gị. Onwe na otu ihe esi wee gosi mwute n'ife awadịda Maazị Nnamdi Kanu na-ejebiga n'ibe n'aka ndị DSS, n'aka ndị DOS, n'aka Ifeanyi Ejiofor na ndị oshi niile ya na ha alụ ọrụ. Onwere ka ihe esi wee gosi mma iwego ahụghị isi irrespect sitati ụmụ Monde. So the only participation i nwere ike inye our leader Maazị Nnamdi Kanu gosi that ni ọnọdụ ọnụ maka anyị nwa Biafra because ọnọdụ ọ nọ ebe a ahụ maka ya nwa maka anyị nwa ebe ọ na-achọ ọdịmma nke anyị ọdịmma mụ na gị ọ ya ka o ji were nọwa ebe a so biko ụmụ Chukwu okike abịa ma onweghị ife ọzọ nna ya ụlọ ahụ on Monday we sit at home biko onye ọnwụ na nọrọ na biya ọkachasị ndị Enugu steeti ọ nọnọdụ ka nọ challenge ka nọ na unu ekwene ka eji uso unu wee zuo okwe unu ekwene ka ejie ndụ unu wee mee challenge onye ọnwụ na nọrọ na biya respect and sit at home on Monday ekene m unu ụmụ Biafra ka Chukwu oke abịa ma gọziere m unu niile ise.
Thank you. God bless you. Chuk Survivor, please make your closing remarks while we move.
Thank you, my beloved brother. Fellow Biafrans, I thank everyone who has participated in this very broadcast from the beginning to the end. And I will urge you all to continue to pay attention. Don't get distracted. Today, in this very restoration of Biafra, we speak as a government, no longer as an organization. Have that at the back of your mind. We are no longer talking as an organization. We are talking as a government. That is why you must listen to the Prime Minister. Whatever he says goes. Don't get distracted with anything you hear, any memo you see. From the onset, the line has been drawn. It's left for you to choose where you're going to follow. But as a genuine Biafran that has the Biafran blood flowing in your vein, you should know where to follow. I appreciate my fellow comrades who are online today. I say, may Chukwu Okike continue to strengthen every one of you. I also appreciate my Prime Minister of Biafra Republic Government in Exile, Mazi Simon Ekpa. I pray that Chukwu Okike will give him more strength, give him more wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. And I pray for our Supreme Leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, wherever he is at this moment. May Chukwu Okike continue to sustain him. I know nothing will happen to him. He's going to join us in the very nearest future, and we will celebrate together. And every member of the cabinet of Biafra Republic Government in Exile, I appreciate every one of you. And I pray that Chukwu Okike will lead us into that promised land very, very soon. Thank you so much.
Thank you. God bless you. I say amen to your prayer. 555 Vision, please take your mic and make your closing remarks.
Yeah, thank you, Unite. Thank you, all comrades. As we extend our greetings to our Prime Minister, the Ambassador for Peace, and we are sending our prayers and the strength to our able leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He will come out and he will come out victorious, that all our effort will not be in vain. Biafrans, we call on you tomorrow, come and join the fundraising. Pay the tithe in a place where it will favor you. The Bible says, build your house on a solid rock. That's what the Bible says. And there is no other place you can build that house on a solid rock except in Biafran land. And the Bible also says, seek ye first the kingdom of God. There is no other kingdom of God you are looking for except Biafra. So, we greet you all, and we are hoping that our message will penetrate inside you. If what we are doing is not bearing fruit, we will not continue to do. It's because we see that there is a mighty movement. All world powers have gathered and rounded their support to our Prime Minister. That's why we are gaining strength to keep on doing what we are doing. We sacrifice our life, our time, and every other thing to deliver this message, so that at the end, freedom will come and we will give thanks to Chukwu Okike Abiama. Thank you, all lovers of freedom from 555 Vision.
All right, that's great. Thank you. God bless you too. Pastor Van, please take the microphone.
Thank you very much, Ikuku. Thank you very much, my fellow comrades. I observe all the protocol, but I want to give a special thank you to Adade Olamma, Ezigbo Ada Biafra, loaded with fire in her bones to deliver Omo Biafra. Thank you so much for joining us today. And fellow Biafrans, you've heard it all, and we must continue. You know, the bottom line is that everything we do, we must remember that ESN is the brainchild of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And if there is anything we must do, is to keep them where Mazi Nnamdi Kanu want them, and to equip them with every necessary tools they need. Because the worst thing that will happen is that we are not feeding them up with all the tools they need. Therefore, join us tomorrow for the fundraising. And we are sorry we couldn't take all the phone calls. Next time, we will have more time to take calls. From me from here, thank you very much.
All right, thank you, my fellow comrades. You people have done marvelously well this very evening. We glorify the name of Chukwokike Abiama, and we have to go right now. And of course, we thank our Biafran people who have stayed to listen to us from the beginning till the very end of this very broadcast. We say thank you all. May God bless you. And we pray that whatever you lay hand upon, you shall prosper. We pray that God Elohim Chukwokike Abiama strengthen Mazi Nnamdi Kanu wherever he is in the DSS custody, that he is going to be fit and of course endure the persecution till the very end, and he will come out and celebrate Biafra with us. We pray that God also will add more strength to our PM, Mazi Simon Ekpa, in order to carry this very agitation at the back of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and of course to our promised land. May God bless everybody who is contributing his or her quarters to this very agitation, and of course strengthen us and give us more wisdom. We on the media side of the agitation, give us more wisdom to carry on, to be able to withstand every negative narrative against the Biafra restoration and Biafra land. Thank you all. May God bless you. Thank you for coming. See you tomorrow on our fundraising. Thank you. Bye for now.